Hey, today we're working on shoulders, back, and chest muscles. As always, we're starting with a good warm-up. Oh, and you need a small towel, some dumbbells, or a couple of your friends. Hey, just kidding. And maybe a bottle of water for today's workout. We start with pushback push-ups. Take the regular push-up position, but spread your legs a little wider. Your abs, pecs, triceps, and deltoids would be engaged. Now slowly lift down, but instead of climbing up, push your body back toward the ankles. It's a great exercise to build pushing strength, and it also activates your core. The key to doing this exercise is speed. Go down and push back very slowly. Do this exercise for 45 seconds. Then you'll have 15 seconds to rest. Oh, by the way, the world record for push-ups in 24 hours is 46,001. Can you beat that? I sure can't. I'm not even going to try. Hey, you're going to have to gain a lot of muscle mass to get wider. Many will tell you that you need to follow a strict diet and give up pizza and Coke. But what if I told you it's not necessary at all? Stay until the end and we will figure out how to gain muscle mass without limiting your diet. Next exercise, Pike Pushups. Assume the downward-facing dog position. Your shoulders should be right above your hands. Now, start push-ups. Be sure your elbows bend toward your sides. This way, this exercise will be as effective as possible. Physical activity boosts the level of happiness hormones, called endorphins, so you'll be happier and more productive. It also increases the production of cells that are responsible for memory and learning. And speaking of your head, be very careful. Get down to the level where you can gently touch the forehead to the floor. You don't need bruises on your face. This exercise is called Superman. So imagine flying around town and saving people right now. Lie face down on the floor. Pull out your hands forward in the shape of the letter Y. Squeeze your glutes and lower back muscles and start to raise your hands to a level above your chest. Then slowly lower them down to their original position. And be sure not to get tangled up in your cape. Now let's get to the high plank position. Hands on shoulder width. Lower your left arm onto your elbow. Then do the same with your right arm. Now you should be in the bar position on your elbows. Next, place your left palm on the floor and push upwards. Repeat the same thing with your right hand. Now lie face down again. Reach out your arms in front of you and raise your legs a little upwards. Feel how tense your back muscles are? Now move your arms around, making the widest possible circle. Then go back to your original position. For the next exercise, take a light dumbbell. If you don't have one, a bottle of water will do perfectly. Get into a high plank position, but spread your legs wider. You'll need to control the balance. Now take the bottle with the right hand and raise it sideways to your body level. Hold your hand in this position for a few seconds. It's hard, but it's effective. Control the speed. Take your time. If you're a beginner, don't use a heavy dumbbell or a bottle of water. Do this exercise without weight. In a week, you'll feel much more confident and you can try to experiment with weights. Now, go back to the original position, take the bottle with your left hand, and repeat the exercise. Return to the plank position on your hands. First, place them under your shoulders and then lean forward as far as possible. Feel the tension in your muscles. Stop when you reach the limit. You should keep this position for 45 seconds. Oh, by the way, the world record in the plank position is over 8 hours. It's like flying from New York to Amsterdam, only there's no plane and you're stuck on the floor. For the next one, take a small towel. Lie down on the floor, stretch your arms forward. Take the towel so that your hands are a little wider than your shoulders. Now stretch the towel as much as you can. For better efficiency, you can lift your legs up a little. This will work on your abs and back muscles. Now that your hands are tense, move the towel to your chest. Then go back to your original position. Lie down on your back. Spread your legs to the width of your shoulders and put your hands to the sides with your palms up. Now move your elbows to each other, making your upper body rise and straining your back muscles. Place the towel under your elbows for more comfort. Congratulations, that's it for today. Now you can really praise yourself. Hey, good job. Just a few more general tips for the end. Discipline is the key to successful training. It doesn't mean you have to practice every day at the same time. 3 to 4 times a week will be enough to get the body shape you want. Now, as I promised, let's talk about muscle mass. First, we need to figure out how the muscles work during training. When you exercise, you damage the muscle tissue a little. Don't be scared, that's the purpose of the exercise. Your body feels it and it starts to repair itself. It binds new and old protein fibers together, and that's how the muscles get stronger and bigger. But for them to grow, you need to maintain a certain level of protein. It has to be higher than the rate of its breakdown in the muscles. So at this point, you need to follow a certain diet. Simply put, consume more protein and it will turn into muscle mass. If you work out, of course. But there is a limit to the amount of muscle mass you can build up. It's a genetic limit, so after a while you'll just start getting fat, not gaining muscle mass. The thing is, a person doesn't really need that much protein. The daily recommended amount for men is 55.5 grams and 45 grams for women. And now, I'm going to prove to you that you don't have to give up tasty food to meet that standard. For example, let's take an average breakfast: eggs, toast, and, let's be honest, a piece of bacon. One medium-sized egg contains about 6 grams of protein. You'll eat about 13 grams more with toast. And a piece of bacon will give you an incredible 37 grams of protein. Add to that lunch, dinner, and a light snack in the middle of the day, and you'll see that you're already consuming enough protein to turn it into muscle mass. Now we see that sports protein nutrition is not necessary at all if you want to get your body in shape, but you still have to maintain some balance. If you exceed the norm of 55.5 grams for a man twice, it'll be harmful to your health. Besides, you're not going to start getting fat. You want to be wide with muscles, not fat, right? Many gym-goers that eat mountains of protein with meat claim that vegetarian food will not allow you to gain the desired muscle mass. That's also not true. Tofu, beans, soy milk, and other vegan foods contain enough protein to turn it into muscles. So, it's best to stick to the normal diet that you're used to. Only if you don't eat just pizza, of course. Use starchy carbohydrates. You can find them in potatoes, rice, pasta and bread, and other products. Those things should account for about 1/3 of your total diet. Just try to add one of the products to each meal. Don't forget about fruits and vegetables. They can be fresh, frozen, or even canned. 80 grams of fruit or vegetables with each meal will give you the right amount of fiber. But more importantly, they contain vitamins. This exercise program is designed for 28 days and is perfect for beginners. When you become more confident, start experimenting and make the exercises more complex. Add extra weight to your push-ups, increase speed or time for each exercise. You will start to notice the effect of training in a week.